In reporting, it is typical to need to aggregate or deliver data that is crunched depending on date attributes. While any of these data can be computed on the fly, using a calendar table saves time, improves efficiency, and improves the consistency of data given by your critical reporting operation. We'll start by importing the main dataset into Power BI by going to Home, then Get Data, then Excel. Sales data for Tuesday. Pick the table that I want because I have formatted my data as a table. I have data formatted. My table has order ID, transaction date, ship mode, uh, all the way to the amount at the last column. I can choose to load the way it is or transform. For this video, I'm going to directly to Power BI and wait for it to load. So my table here has loaded 10,578 rows. I can rename this, call this sales data. Now on the table view, you'll see the detail of my dataset. So you'll see the transaction date. I have from October 2023 all the way back to 2020. So before I begin my analysis, I need to create the calendar table. So to create that calendar table, you can be in any of these views. Go to Table Tools, then click New Table. I'll call my table calendar equals to calendar, then format as date, then you'll follow the syntax for the date, which is year, month, and the day. So 2020, 1, to show that it's first day of 2020, up to the end date, which is date, and I enter 2023, 1, or just put December 31st, 2023, and make sure I close again and press enter. This will create my calendar, the column on the date. Now we're not going to leave it like this since we need to get the month, the month ID, the month name, and the year. So I'll select the date, and this time round I'll go to column tools and add a new column. So I'll start by the column called year. So I'll type here. So once you can select that, you'll see it will load for you column, which I'll call this year is equals to now the year for my date. So you can pick dates like that. You can see the calendar date is there, and then close, press enter. The next one is the month ID, which is month 1 to 12. I add new column. Then call this the month ID is equals to month from the calendar date, then close. Next is to create the month name. So I'll add new column and type month name. Month name is equals to, but this time around, instead of using the month DAX function, I use the DAX format. So format calendar date to the format with 4 M's like this, and then close and press enter to give me the month name. So give me the month name like that. Once I'm done, I can now click home like that. Now I need to create a relationship between the sales date, which is the transaction date here, and the date on my calendar. So I go to model view, where I'll see the two tables, which is the table on the sales data and the calendar. I create a relationship by dragging the date on the calendar to the date here on the sales data. So do that, then drag this and put it there. That will create my relationship, which is one to many. Now back to the reporting area, I can create my VAS visual where I want, for example, a visual for the year, the month name, and the sales amount. Though I've not created a measure for the sales amount, we can still use this, but only for this example, since I'm describing how to create a calendar table. So I'll pick the year, pick the month name, so you can see here. So instead of year on the y-axis, I'm going to drag this and put it on the x-axis. Drag it, make sure that it's in the x-axis, like that. Then amount, I'm going to drag it to the y-axis, like that. So I get my simple visual like that, which I can change to a line chart and even add country. So I have a visual for the country. Thanks for watching.